Hi everyone, welcome to this quick video on how to deploy Datazip on a cloud provider. Here we are using AWS as an example. Before we go deep into the video, let me tell you the prerequisites that you must have in order to deploy Datazip. So all you need is basically 30 to 45 minutes from someone in your team who has access to an operational AWS account with admin permissions and access to your domain name provider. A product can be deployed to the very basic systems having about 8 GB and then later on can be scaled up. Okay. Now let's go to our website. Datazip.io. Now we click on sign up. Please make sure that you are using your work email only. For your convenience, the option of signing with Google with your work email is given already. So in this screen, we see that there are two options. One is for the sandbox and another is for deployment. In this video, we will be talking about deployment. Now we click on the proceed to deploy button. And yeah, like I said, these are the prerequisites that you are needed. Click on yes and go to next. So here are the basic things that are needed. The first is your client ID. The client ID is going to be a unique identity for your deployment. Ensure that you use only English alphabets in lowercase and numeric text. The ID can be anything, but we do recommend that you use your organization name. Thus, we will use Autodesk 50. Next is the base domain. Let us take the example of datazip.io. Please make sure that you use your domain name and not datazip.io. The base domain is where the deployment, your stack will be accessible from. Make sure that you have access to a DNS provider. Next here is your AWS ID. You will get this at the top right corner of your AWS management console. So we go there, we copy this, and we paste it. And then AWS region. Let's say it is out 1. So the next option is public BI and warehouse. If you set them as public, anyone on the internet with the correct login credentials can access your BI and warehouse. But if they're private, people cannot access them directly. Only those who have access to your VPN can access them after configuring to access Datazip's VPC. Please keep in mind that you cannot change the state of BI and warehouse later on. For now, we have opted for both of them to be public. We go next. Upon clicking next, you will be redirected to a page that asks you to create an IAM policy. So this gives us permission to create the stack. Open authorization page now. So since I'm already logged in, we see this page. You need to make sure that the stack name is Datazip role creation. The client need to make sure that the client ID and region are not changed and they are same as what you have given as input in the first page. So you need to acknowledge it and then you create the stack. Once you click on create stack, the deployment will start. There might be a case where you face certain errors. Please get in touch with support@datazip.io and once you get the go-ahead sign from our team, you can easily rerun the test. But please do remember to use the exact details that you used initially. If you need to change any detail, you must delete the existing CFL for the first detail. The deployment usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes. If in case you face any error of any kind, please do not hesitate to contact us at our website given, support@datazip.io. Our support team will be more than happy to guide you through. As said before, the deployment is going to take 20 to 30 minutes and I'll fast forward this page. Once the deployment is done, this is going to be the screen that we see. So we click on next. Now I have to configure your domain settings. This is your base domain. So I click here, then next. As you see, the steps are already given. You will need to go to your AWS console, then EC2 and then the load balance. We go to EC2. Click on load balancers. In order to get the load balance created by us, click on the filler section and select the tag that is shown. Now we copy the DNS name. And we go to your DNS provider. Here we are using Cloudflare. We add a record. Set the type as CNAME. Name as star.datazip. Target is the DNS name that we just copied. And set the proxy status to off. And save. Now we go back to our site. Click on next. This is the step that we have already done. Next. Click on the URL given and you will be able to access the stack. If you have selected public PI or warehouse, it will give you an SSL warning which will take about 15 to 20 minutes to be resolved. You can verify whether it is done by opening the URL in the incognito mode. And there you have it. Now you have learned how to deploy Datazip on AWS. Found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more tutorials like this. In the next video, we'll be talking about more advanced features of Datazip. So stay tuned. Thank you.